Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Not That Complicated. It's Tasia.
Jametra.
And Morgan, hey you guys.
What do you
Hello,
do, baby?
everyone. Our
How's it
first
going?
recording of the new year.
Yes, it is. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Happy New Year. First week of January. Bow bow.
This is not the first week of January.
Not when y'all hear
Yes,
this,
it
but
is.
for us.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Us recording. It's the first week of January.
Oh.
Y'all are gonna be hearing this on the second week.
But we're technically in the second week.
Yeah.
Oh
Depending
my
on
God.
if you start on a Sunday or Monday. Depends.
Okay, since everybody wants to be Latino,
Semantic.
Domingo, we start on Monday. This
We
is
do.
the weekend.
To
We
you?
start on Monday. Are you Mexican?
Nope.
Is you
No,
Latino?
no mexicano. No.
Because they start their
Yep.
day on Domingo.
Mm,
I mean, start their week on Domingo. It just doesn't sit right in my spirit for Sunday to be the start. No. Monday makes more sense because that's when I go to work. Why would I start it on the weekend? Yo no sé. Not making sense, you know? Anyways, Jametra, did you have a icebreaker? Yeah, icebreaker for us. I gave you one.
I forgot.
Cut the cameras. Cameras dead ass.
You had one job.
What did you say it was? I remember you didn't tell me one. Okay, I'm just gonna pass this over to just Asia.
This is sick.
She's gonna phone a friend on the
This is
icebreaker.
sick. Okay, well, the icebreaker for you guys. Would you rather be musty or have bad breath? And when I say musty, I mean you smell like onions, like you stink.
Okay, breath, because you keep your mouth closed. Can
Yeah,
you?
breath.
Yeah,
I'll wear a mask.
You could just shut the fuck up. Like honestly, you could just shut your mouth.
Yeah. But like literally smelling like onions? Come on now. Like
Ooh, that's just
that's involuntary, like impeding on
assault.
people's safe spaces with my scent.
If you come near me and you smell like onions, that's assault. I'm filing charges.
Like,
I'm calling the cops immediately.
But I don't have to speak with everyone I come in contact with.
Facts. And I can
wear a mask. They have surgeries for that. We can figure it out.
Wear a mask and I can keep it 6 feet. That's what y'all supposed to be doing anyways.
I would be living COVID the rest of my life if that was the case.
Facts. Y'all ain't gonna. Then that means we can't get intimate.
I would have to find a man who's okay with like halitosis.
No, hold on, wait, Morgan, you're taking it too far because who would ever be okay with the stank ass breath?
I don't know.
You'd be surprised because some men are disgusting. You'd be surprised.
Exactly.
That's dirty. That would actually make me want to throw up. If anybody came near me and they would try to kiss me and their breath was on halitosis,
that's why.
Just start throwing up in your mouth.
That's why what we were talking about earlier, and I said I could never, because I immediately think about the disgusting ones. No, man.
Yeah. You ever meet those people that have bad breath? Like even like they've brushed their teeth
and their breath
it's like you smell peppermint and then it's the kick right after. It's like, well, what is it? Like,
yeah, we had a friend in college that had stank ass breath.
I was
It was
never mind.
Well, what's that? I want to know who it is.
I'm gonna type it. I'm gonna see if me and Morgan talk about the same people, because if we not, that's actually
1, 2, 3 cents.
Hold on, wait. I'm still typing. Oh, I wasn't even talking about that. Wasn't who I'm talking about. Oh my god. Damn. Well, guess we had more than 2 folks.
Maybe.
I'm so serious.
Not holding your breath. Oh my god, that's
and
sick.
That's why it was like, I know you just brushed your teeth, so
yeah.
That's when I'm like, it's something inherent, like it's something within you.
Or maybe they had like cavities,
ulcers.
But it wasn't like all the time. But there would just be times
where it would just be
really enough bad for me to be ingrained in my head right now, to where that was the first person that I thought of.
Damn.
So
damn, we didn't know no musty people. At least not that I can never recall.
We did.
We did. Let's see. Oh, you talking about? Oh, that one. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or
The sweet mate. Yeah. Yeah.
mhm,
That nigga was dirty. He ain't washed his ass. We put a
very much
mark on
funky.
his body wash. Oh, it didn't move. Didn't move for months. That means that nigga was not using his body wash.
What if
Y'all
it
sick
just
for
stayed
doing that.
permanent?
Huh?
What if it just was permanently there? Did y'all test that it would come off?
What do you mean? No, we put a mark on the outside to mark the line of where the body wash was
Okay,
to
measurement.
see
I
if
thought
he
you was
was,
saying.
Mhm.
because we had a feeling he wasn't washing that ass. And he was not, nor was he brushing those teeth because we could see the plaque could build up on those teeth.
Ooh,
Ooh.
not tartar.
Literally. Tartar on your teeth. Nasty. Okay. Anyways, let's move
Tartar sauce
on.
and no fish.
So, today's episode is basically gonna be like a whole episode of pop culture. It's hot topics.
Y'all,
What's the topic? What's the
y'all
topic? What's
been
the topic?
y'all been in the vlogs wilding all week. It's
Yeah.
like every year for the first week of January, y'all act like y'all gotta do the most when we ask the
Facts.
police.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with
Honestly,
y'all? I know we said New Year, New You, but we did not mean it like this, baby.
Damn.
I would like to say rest in peace to Sidney Poitier, Betty
Oh yeah.
White, Hollywood legends, also Bob Saget, who just listen.
Yikes.
As I was telling the girlies before we started recording, I just feel like the end of the year and the beginning of the year is when everyone just kind of starts dropping. I don't know what that's about.
Like when Cicely
Like
Tyson died.
I just I don't understand. Like I feel like everybody just be trying to make it in before the BET Awards so they can get their little second or
You're
two in
sick.
the
Well,
memoriam.
Betty White or Bob Saget ain't getting none from BET.
Betty
Um,
White
Right.
actually might. It may be
I
Bob
hope
Saget.
not.
Betty White,
I really hope not.
well, Sydney, of course.
I think Sidney Poitier should. Betty White, I really hope they don't give her anything.
I could see if they do though.
But
I
why?
could
Can someone explain?
because
I would like to know what she did for the community.
I feel like she's one of
Yeah.
those
What do you
that
mean by that?
one of those clears
What do you mean
that
by that?
one of those white people.
That do? What do you mean? What?
You didn't let me
Oh,
finish.
Didn't let her
I
get
just
to the part.
I never drove it home. I was gonna
Right.
say
let's land.
that I feel like she's one of those that we kind of accepted into our culture
Who's
that
we?
we kind of like appreciate. I'm sorry, I don't know what you be seeing, but what
Right.
I see is Betty White acceptance by the blacks.
I just want I just want to know why. That's all. Because I just want to know what about Betty
I
White?
feel like because she's pretty unproblematic.
Yeah, and all of her roles that she played, people loved her.
Yeah.
So,
And she's known as like a
So,
humanitarian and all that stuff.
for animals, not black people. I just want to put that out there.
Mhm.
She said that she cared about the animals. She ain't never said nothing about human or black rights. She said them animals I fucks with. Okay.
well, I
Them
just seen
animals
the
she did.
tweet. I seen the tweet pretty much, and the first tweet was like, why it was like, why y'all not going up for Sidney Poitier like y'all doing for Betty White? And then she was like, and then the person was like, well, he go up for white.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. I mean, I honestly don't care about Sidney Poitier either. Who cares?
Except he had a 9-year affair with Diane Carroll, which
and then broke up
interesting.
for her. He made her.
you're not.
I just never really understood. Like, I mean, yeah, Betty White's funny girl. You know, Golden Girls got it. I just never understood like how some blacks was just so like, oh my god, I love Betty White so much. I'm like, that lady was born in the 20s. Y'all really think you really gonna sit here and tell me that a white woman born in the 20s was never racist? You really
Maybe
just because it ain't come out don't mean her mama and her daddy was slave owners. You really about to tell me that lady wasn't racist?
Where
Maybe
was she born?
reformed.
The
Where's she from?
1920s.
Said where?
No, where? Like, where is she from?
That I don't know. Let's see. Siri,
Not this.
where is Betty White from?
Betty White was born in Oak Park.
Oak Park, Illinois. Oh, hell yeah. She was definitely racist. She was definitely
You don't
racist.
even know what's in Oak Park, Illinois.
That's adjacent to
Yeah.
Chicago. So, you know what that gives me? The people around her might have been, against segregation, but then people were still racist in Chicago. They wasn't like Mississippi because they had integration, but they were still like, whoa, too close, Negro. Watch it. Step aside. Watch it. So,
I'm just saying
Definitely.
what I saw.
I don't put it honestly. I don't put anything past white people. So that's why I just never understood, like, the parties for
The
Betty White.
acceptance
Yeah,
of
I just because she
the
quite
petty.
literally, I don't. I mean, unless there's something I haven't seen about her going up for the peeps, I haven't heard her talk about anything in the recent years because she was alive when social injustice. I ain't never heard Betty White speak on it. So for me,
Well,
I
what
don't
the
care what
hell
she.
you want her to do?
People bring it up. No, because I saw this thing was they said like in some old ass black and white show how they didn't want the black man on it or something like that, and she said she wasn't going to do the show. Some bullshit. Well, that was when they were still doing black and white films. I don't give a fuck. I was not born then. I'm talking about today because Betty White was alive when George Floyd, Alton Sterling, and I don't think she said shit. So
Well, what was she?
R.I.P. But like, I also don't care. Like,
Yeah, I never watched Golden Girls, so
I watched it
also
in passing. Yeah.
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
It's my binging show right now. It's pretty funny.
Oh, so Morgan's the one that invited her to a cookout. Got it. Okay.
No, wait a minute.
She just said
It's
she
the
watched the
throwing of
show.
words in my
Ew.
mouth because I never said that.
I
I said this is what I
joking.
see.
I was
Now,
joking.
I personally do like Betty White. I think she's funny. Good banter. But anyways, on to the episode because I'm not gonna stand for this. This we're not gonna do in
She said
2022.
we are not gonna go against my white queen.
No, y'all not about to come at me. This is personal. We're not doing that.
Not my white queen, Betty.
Back to
Not
the
on my watch.
episode. I would advocate for other black. I would advocate for like Sandra Bullock or something. I like her.
Why?
Well, in general, I like her acting. Like I love her movies.
Mm-hmm.
But then she also
Black
has.
people can like white people. Damn.
She's done things for like New Orleans
why?
specifically.
You're racist.
So like I appreciate what she's done for the community in New Orleans. She's a humanitarian.
Nice. Good job, Sandra.
Mm-hmm.
Love that for her,
Yeah,
Miss
we
Bullock. I was just wondering why. I can't ask
We love
questions.
Sandra. And she's just funny.
People can like white people.
I didn't say she
Yeah.
couldn't. I just wanted to know why. I just wanted
I
to know
feel like
what
if
Sandra did.
the right Brody came along, Tage would be right on that trail. So I don't want to hear from
Absolutely,
Miss
she
You know, I
already
would not.
was.
I don't want to hear from Miss Mamas.
Taz is the only one on this. Have you kissed a white boy?
Yeah, she has. She had a white
Morgan?
boyfriend in like
Oh,
kindergarten
okay.
or some shit.
In third grade.
Third grade.
That
Yeah.
don't count. You kissed a white boy.
It was in
as an
sixth
adult.
grade. That was 3 years apart.
You kissed a white boy in college.
No, I didn't.
Ooh.
I don't know
Ooh.
any white boy in college.
Oh my gosh.
We can talk about it later. But I
You
know
can talk about it now, but I did not kiss a white boy in college.
Tasia, you did.
No, I didn't.
Who? It was. I don't fucking know him. He was
Exactly. The limit does not
you
exist.
didn't know him either. That's the point. You didn't know him.
I know who you're talking about. I said he tried to kiss me. I didn't say I kissed that man. I know now. I know who you're talking about because when you said I didn't know him, I know exactly. That's that man that he was trying to get me because I knocked my mirror off my car, and he saw me because we lived in the same neighborhood, and he saw me taping it, and he was like, "Oh, you need some help?" And I was like, I mean, I'm just
But
taping
he
it
ended
now.
up coming back and came in when everybody else was outside.
No, he didn't come in. He came. I saw him as I was walking into my apartment. He was going to his apartment, and he came to the door. He said something. He was like, "Hey, you're the girl with the mirror," or something like that. And I was like,
Or lack
I was
thereof.
tipsy, and I was like,
Tage was missing clean over that
neighbor.
civic.
And we were talking. He was chit chatting. He was telling me about the mirror, thinking buzz buzz buzz. He's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" Like, and I was like, "Oh, I'm at the pool." He's like, "You're at the pool of that?" Because like I had like some like crochet, the things was thangin', and he was just like, "That's what you." I was like, "It's the pool. Like, what am I supposed to wear? A turtleneck?" No. And he was like, "Oh, can I come in?" And I was like, "No, I'm going to go pee and get the charger to the Bluetooth." Like, no.
I don't remember it.
And that's when he was like, he was talking to me, and then he tried to kiss me, and I was like, "Oh, that's what." No, sorry. I mean, he was a cute white boy, but it just wasn't for me. He was cute though. I know exactly who you're talking about too because I remember his name, but no.
I don't remember the story that she's telling.
Of course you don't, because you weren't her. Because I told, well, no, Morgan wasn't there. I told Kayla.
No, you told everybody.
But so since you tried it, you tried it.
That's not. I'm
No.
just saying. Sometimes when time passes, people forget the story.
No, when time passes, people forget and they make up.
No,
But I
not
mean,
me.
it's understandable because I said he tried to, so I could see how the wires got crossed. But I did not kiss that man. He was he had just came from work too. He was sweating and dirty.
Oh my gosh.
Wasn't gonna happen. So on to the episode. Since Jamaica's trying to make me into a white man lover, a white man's whore.
All right. Please.
They call me a white man's whore. Well, Tamara,
Please.
are you?
Oh.
That's what I thought the interviewer would have said. Well, are you?
Mm-mm.
That's messed up.
Is it?
I'm on my business.
He's MAGA, so I don't think it's really that messed up. Y'all can be white pacifiers. That's fine. I will not.
Hi. On to the episode. I've literally been quiet the past 5 minutes. Like, stop throwing me into this stuff. Anyways, on to the episode in the hot topics.
How we pacifiers? Because all I said was that's messed up because she
I've
was
literally
called a
been
black
on
man's
mute.
whore.
But
Even if she was called a black man's whore, that's messed up too. Like, damn.
I feel like
also,
being called a black man's whore is messed up. Being called a white man's whore, no.
that's where you cross the line.
I don't think that's really that messed up.
Okay.
She chose me with the MAGA man.
Okay. All right. Get off your soapbox.
I'm just saying.
In this episode, we're going to be kicking back, going over hot topics, talking about things that are going on in the blogs, giving our opinion, as 3 Black young women with common sense and logic. It's great to share our thoughts and opinions, to try to help the people through who may not have those same traits, or for you guys with sense to agree with us and get a good kiki. So it helps everyone here. Yeah. We're for the people. All inclusive.
For the people.
Not all inclusive.
See, I wasn't going to say nothing because y'all wasn't going to get on me again. I stopped myself because when she said it, and I was like, ooh.
I am not all inclusive.
Oh, nobody.
We're inclusive of the people, the girls who may not have found their common sense yet. We're here to help them along, and we're here for the people with sense for them to laugh along with us. What?
Okay.
What's my?
I was just making sure. I was just making sure because we are not here for the black fishers.
Yeah,
we're not here for the Asians that want to be black.
I
didn't meant of cultures.
We just had to be clear on our end.
Ooh.
What she say in the interview? 2-parent household. You just had to be clear.
All right.
Separate.
Okay. Inclusive, not. Okay. We have to be.
We see how this is about to go today.
There.
Who wants to go first?
Y'all go first. I told you y'all go first, and then I'll finish what y'all don't talk about.
Okay, I only have like 2.
Yeah, that's what I said. I know.
Okay, let me pull. What the hell? I had a screenshot of the first one. Hold on. Ooh, I thought I just had it up. Okay. So you guys know Miss Ari Fletcher, like Miss Ma'am. One, there's like 2 things. She was on a podcast and she was talking about how basically she likes when her niggas are a little rough. She like, when she packing up her shit.
Volatile.
And for the nigga to pull out a gun. Be like, you ain't going nowhere. And she'd be like, okay, I'm gonna sit down because I got a son. You're not gonna kill me because I got a son. So then people were like, oh, this bitch is a bird. She's dumb.
What she said?
I am a mother.
Said, oh, I can't die because I got a son.
Yeah, that's what she said. She said, oh, I'm gonna sit down because I can't die because I got a son. So yeah, that's what she said, girl.
Y'all are embarrassing.
So on Twitter, people was like, they saw the clip and was like, oh, this bitch is a bird. She's dumb, not smart. Rocks for head, like rocks for brain, like do 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 do. It's gone. So then she was on Instagram Live because people were basically like, some people were saying like, you're making a joke out of domestic violence, like that's not cool. Blah, blah, blah. So she goes on live and basically she stands 10 toes when she said, nobody gives a fuck about y'all getting beat. Nobody cares. That's what she said. These are her words. She said, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares.
Who said that?
Yes. She said, you be getting beat up. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
She literally said that. So then people were even more outraged. It was like, how could you say that when you have a Savage Fenty collaboration with Rihanna, which is a survivor of domestic violence? So.
It was not clicking.
a couple of days, I think earlier this week, Miss Robin Rihanna Fenty snatched that sponsorship. Okay.
Like that chain on ATL.
So, yeah, that's because on this tweet it says Rihanna snatching Ari Fletcher's Savage Fenty sponsorship because Ari told domestic violence victims, "We don't care." It's truly the highlight of my day. Ari literally went on Instagram Live to say she doesn't care about domestic violence victims' trauma. But guess who does, Ari? Rihanna. And
She said,
Rihanna be quick to snatch them up, boy.
snatch. She don't even got to say nothing.
Her team be on it.
She didn't even make a statement. She just snatched it. No more for you, Miss Fletcher. So yeah, I think it's just really. I think now, I would say like in the recent years, the girlies are starting to get out of like this celebrity culture and like being obsessive with the celebrities. I don't even want to say Ari's.
The rapper baby mamas.
Yeah, those the D-listers and below. I think people are becoming, who gives a fuck about what they gotta say? So it's not when they say stupid shit, now we on y'all head. Because why would you say something dumb? Why would you say something stupid like that? Why? And why did you double down a couple days later on Instagram Live because people was on your ass and you saying nobody cares about domestic violence? But when you was outside of your house in Atlanta and G Herbo was getting taken by the police, you was saying all that. You had a lot to say about domestic violence. But now, all of a sudden, nobody cares?
That's what I'm saying. Because even if, okay, let me just play devil advocate for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you know how sometimes people over exaggerate when they say things. So maybe when she was explaining, oh yeah, put your gun out on me, she wasn't necessarily meaning for real, put your gun out on me. She was just saying, be a little bit rough.
And
Not
see,
put your hands on me. So,
but she I would agree. But she actually kept saying, she was like, yeah, I want you to pull your gun. Because the girl was like, oh, this is a Chicago girl for real. And she was like, dead ass. Like, she meant, like, pull your gun. Pull the Glock. Chop, 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 chop.
She need therapy. And I'm so serious.
So what I'm saying is,
she needs to work through that.
So yeah, so maybe I don't even know. I'm trying to help the girl.
There is no devil's advocate in this, babes. Let it go. She just did wrong, and she needs therapy.
I just think even the put your gun out on me, people could have got over that. It's the double downing part.
I think so too. I think it was the double down.
I don't think she truly means like, who gives a fuck that you're a victim? Obviously, she don't, because she the one called the police on the man for doing whatever he did either. So obviously, you don't care about who cares about a victim.
Mm-hmm.
So
no,
that's
I agree. I agree. I think it was the double down because people, when she did that interview for the podcast, people was just calling her stupid. They were just like, "Oh, you're dumb, stupid broad. Like, why would you say something like that? You're a bird." Like, and then she got mad at the backlash, and then she went on and said, "Nobody cares."
Because it's weird. Who wants a gun put out on them? I'm scared.
Someone weird who needs therapy. It all comes back to the same thing. You have some unresolved issues and trauma that you need to work through, because if you need that type of authority and hostility in your relationship, babes, listen, you got some issues you need to work out. And I'm not even being funny.
Like, if that's the way you think someone should show you love, that they care, by pulling out a gun,
you need some help.
I'm scared.
Let's talk about it. Because
let's unpack. There's so much to unpack. Seriously, because why would you
ever
connect that with
that's some
love?
shit I would take to the grave.
That's not love. Yeah. That's embarrassing.
Especially because people do not be practicing gun safety for real.
They don't.
They really don't.
They don't. They be, niggas now, they say you gotta keep one in a chamber because you don't know nigga might pop up on you. And then now you arguing with your girl and you didn't shot her. Oh my God.
And then I've been around a lot of people, like, I don't want to call nobody out, but like when they've been drinking or like, because it's happened a lot. It's not even just one person. This happened with a lot of people, a lot of men that I've been around. Like, we've been drinking, having fun, and they carry, and all of a sudden they just putting their gun out, and I'm like, hold up,
wait a minute.
You're not in the state of mind.
Literally, put it back. Literally, put it back.
Put that shit back.
They
You're not even in danger.
God. Like,
And then when I said I'm always the one, I'm always the girl. I'm like, honey, I gotta go because y'all not practicing gun safety.
No, for real.
I gotta
I
go.
would be out of there.
This is
I would,
chill.
okay, I crashed the party. And what about it? Bye. I'm not about to end up in the news articles. Morgan Copeland accidentally shot. No.
Nope.
Bye.
Hell nah.
Mm-mm.
No, gracias. Yeah, no,
She's just
you're
not
right.
smart. Listen.
And it's crazy. Like, it took this interview for people to know that she wasn't smart because she said things before that has let people know that she's a bird.
People listen to her. Like,
It's like,
but you know, there are girls that aspire to be like those girls, and those are the girls that listen to her. It's like I feel like it's more like the high school girls, like 17, 18.
Yeah.
I don't feel like no one our age is really aspiring to that.
I don't think it's just the high school girls because a lot of people, they want the whole Instagram aesthetic, just all the stuff in it. I don't think it's just high school.
yeah.
It's
definitely.
Well, I mean, when it comes to like the specific, okay, this is what I noticed. When there is like girls on the internet, and not even just like the rapper baby mama genre of social media, but just like different girls in general who haven't like actually done anything, they're just popular, if you know what I mean. I feel like when I look at their audience is usually like impressionable younger audiences, not like people my age. Or if it is people my age, I don't see them as much.
Okay.
So I think that's just more where I'm coming from.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. Some people that they just be dumb. Just dumb.
There's also that because every demographic has dummies, so we don't want to count them out. But you know,
it's not a two parent household for that.
No.
Relax.
That's a one parent household.
Relax.
Not at all. Nope, not even close.
Wait, was that both of your Aries, or you have another Aries?
No, I have one more.
Oh, okay.
So, Miss Portia Williams. If you guys aren't familiar, she's what is it? Past what's it called? Cast member of Real Housewives of Atlanta. And if you don't know her story, I'll just give you a quick breakdown. How old is the baby? What, a couple years? What, she like 4?
4, 3 or 4.
4, something like that. Okay, so she had a man. I think she got pregnant or they was engaged, something like that. Something, relations were had. She had a baby. Blase by this man. He cheated on her while she was pregnant.
Let Morgan
I mean, I don't want to give the whole. I'm just trying to give a quick, like, she had a man at one point that was a different man than the man I'm getting ready to tell y'all about. The man that she originally had, that's her baby daddy, cheating on her while pregnant. So they are no longer. Now,
but I feel like you should also include that she didn't know him for that long because there's a pattern. She didn't know her baby's father for an extended amount of time before getting pregnant and then getting engaged. Had the baby. Their relationship was tumultuous. He cheated on her while she was pregnant. They had a lot of back and forth, ended up breaking up. She has now entered into a relationship / engagement with Simon within a month, right?
And mind you guys, the Simon guy now is the ex-husband of someone that was on the show as well with her on the previous season. I think it was the previous season. They were on the show at the same time. She met the husband, her now fiance. Seemingly to the outsiders, seemed like she met him on the show. What Mama Joyce's streets is saying,
she did not meet him on the show.
She did not meet him through the show. She already knew him. And that kind of makes sense because if y'all see the interaction of when they first met on show, it was very strange. Like, it was, when people are fucking around, but they don't want other people to know, so they overcompensate to make it seem like they're just so like, I don't know you, we just so buddy. She did some fucking elbow or some fist bump bullshit.
Right, that was after everybody had already hugged him.
Yeah, everybody had hugged him, and she's like, fist bump. It's like, you're
weirdo.
That's strange. So yeah, now she is engaged to this Simon guy. And like Morgan said, it was a very quick relationship. It went from a relationship to, we didn't even know that was a relationship. It went just, I don't think we knew. It was just straight engagement, wasn't it? It went straight to engagement to the people on the outside. And now Portia has her own spinoff, and is Portia's Family Matters, and she's just talking about she wants to create this blended family between her baby daddy and her new man and her family. Like she wants the families to be together because she said that's what she didn't have as a child, and she didn't realize that's what she had issues with until she was in that situation herself. She wished her families, her dad's side and her mom's side, were blended. So that's what she's trying to do. I have thoughts about that, but I'll wait. So on this show, she has both baby daddy and fiance on there. And people have been speculating this whole time. One, the conception of this relationship between her and Simon. When did this start? Because a lot of people think, obviously, it started well before they're saying it did. And also, people, because of the show, don't really think that they should be engaged.
No.
They don't know each other.
They
It
don't.
Because they
hasn't been
shouldn't.
that long.
And we'll get to
no,
that.
It's no chemistry. It's no that term in. Like if we're
Even
all
It is
beyond the
very much
chemistry,
like
the
that's her
basis and
friend.
structure of the relationship is very sketch, which we will get to. But go ahead.
what I'm saying is, even if they were, let's say they did, it was a whirlwind relationship. Okay, I just feel like, you know, when you look at a couple who is so madly in love
You
like
can
that,
tell.
you can tell. And
He gives like that could probably, I'm not gonna say that could be her uncle, but he just gives like that's her friend.
yeah,
Like
like
someone she knows, not someone
That
she's
she's
so
pissing
madly
on.
in love with that she got engaged to within like X amount of time, like a very short period of time. It doesn't give that at all. At all. So let me
Correct.
speed it up. So I guess with all the speculation with her show coming out, it's not getting the reception, and she just dropped her book. Maybe things are not getting the reception that she thought it was gonna get. So she posted this on Instagram. I'll put it on the screen, but I'll actually post a picture for everyone to see clearly.
send it to us so we can see.
He has a tattoo of her name on his back. It says Portia. And
honey, you are 70
Easily
years old.
coverable, but
You do not need to get a tattoo. You're 70.
I hope she does.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, he doesn't. He's too
Ooh.
fucking old. So she has a picture where she has her engagement ring in there to let you bitches know that she's still married. She's a wife, clearly.
No,
Wife.
she's not a wife. She's a
Well,
aunt.
Brandy wasn't either. So Portia is a wife. So so she has that, and her caption reads, I'll go through it quickly. My love for you knows no limits. It is timeless, spaceless, formless, unshakable, and unbreakable. In good times and bad, happy and sad, through the highs and the lowest of lows, know that I am here with you. I'll be your strength as you have been mine. Desire your best and highest good to manifest itself in your life. You are unbelievably comfortable. You are an unbelievable comfort, grace, wonder, inspiration, soul deep connection for which I will forever be grateful. Do not think for 1 second you are alone, for two hearts and souls joined together in friendship for this life and in many past lives forges an unbreakable bond that only grows stronger in time. I love you.
Who ghost wrote that?
She had that part in quotes, and then she has her actual words.
I know she didn't write that.
I'm so excited. Your very first. Oh, I guess that was what he said. Oh, I'm so excited. Your very first tattoo is my name. My ride or die through thick or thin. This love will stand strong until the end. That's her words. I guess the quote is what he said.
Because when I didn't read the caption, but when you read that, I was like, that is not Portia.
Yeah, I'm assuming that must have been his words because she has that part in quotes, and then the
Simon,
rest.
I could believe. Okay,
It's just,
ma'am.
okay. My thoughts.
I have a lot of different points, but Tasia, you can start.
Yeah, you start your
I
point.
think they're just trying too hard. I think even before the show came out, when everything broke that they were engaged, like when they were in that jewelry store and she was like, oh my gosh, I'm engaged. And she was with, what's that girl name? The black girl. What is her name? Ooh, she's
The black
on
girl is
Real
not helpful.
Housewives. She's on Real Housewives too. She's like a friend of the show. The
Marlo?
dark one that had the baby.
Shamia.
Oh, Shamira.
Shamia. Yes. When she was up in the jewelry store, she was like, oh my God, engagement. She was doing a whole lot of.
Mm-hmm.
Even then, I was like, this seems like very forced. Like, it's just strange because at this time, Simon's ex-wife, there was things going on in the media that she was pregnant, that she was cheating on him during the marriage, blah, 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 blah. And I feel like a lot of people in this situation were trying to cover themselves to not make them seem like the bad guy and make other parties seem like the bad guy, that it backfired. Because at this point, people were putting things together. Y'all all was a bad guy. Fallon cheated on you. Simon, you was cheating on Fallon with probably other women plus Portia. Portia, you knew that girl. You was cordial with that girl, and you was fucking on her husband.
Exactly.
I mean, at this point, just Just own up to
That's
it. And no one,
about
if they
that
would have been
time.
truthful from the beginning, I feel like people would have gotten over the fact that Portia fucked on him because
Yeah,
Fallon
about that
got pregnant
time.
by another man. People would have gotten
Exactly.
over it.
That's why like I don't even think that's a problem. Like you sleeping with this man, this lady husband, because
Exactly.
she was the. I feel like they both knew they was
They
out of
checked
there and they
out
was both doing whatever they
mutually.
Exactly.
was doing. So
Exactly.
I don't think that's the part. My problem is that she's trying to convince us that she likes him, and I'm
Yeah.
not buying it. I'm
I'm
not.
not, but I think she's after. This sounds bad, but Portia no money. That nigga got money.
No, the streets say he don't.
Ooh.
Not to that is it. Not like I'm gonna send y'all to YouTube. Not to
Ooh.
the extent that he's trying to portray. Like not
Ooh.
he's not broke. He's not broke. That's not what I'm saying. But he's not rich enough for her to quit all her jobs and just like
Did she quit
he
all
got
her jobs? She not doing dish. She not
yes,
doing the what you call it?
she
She
quit
did quit
kids.
Dish Nation
She
and
did.
Housewives, which I'm sure was her most
Those are
lucrative
both her
check.
two main jobs. She quit all her jobs.
I didn't know
And I'm
she
pretty
quit
sure
Dish Nation. I didn't know that.
yes. She literally quit it soon after the engagement.
For a man that says that he keeps a moving company on retainer for when he need to move a bitch
Yeah.
out,
And
you got me fucked up.
I feel like there's
so
so
but
many
that's how
things
hold on, wait,
wrong.
let me finish what I was saying.
Yeah,
Um,
please.
it's just so although he's not broke, Portia didn't need his money. That's why I don't understand. Portia ain't like one like a single mother just out here with no money. Like she
Hmm.
didn't need his money
Yeah.
at
Agreed.
all.
Maybe she just wants to be a kept woman. Maybe she doesn't genuinely want to work.
But that's what I'm saying. At this
You
point,
want
she
to
can
have
keep
that linen
herself.
line.
She has money to keep herself. Like if she wanted to stop working, she could.
Maybe to the degree that she feels he can, like, because I feel like with her, okay, I feel like there's different levels of wealth.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yeah.
feel like she was at the level, which I don't know her bank account. This is just outside looking in. I feel like she was maybe at the level to where like she was very comfortable. She can buy herself pretty much anything she wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she could afford a nice, comfortable, luxurious lifestyle and not struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that next level would be like literally passive income, not having to work, your money working for you, and you
Yeah.
having like all of these different avenues of income coming in to where you basically pick and choose what you want to do every day. And I feel like the wealth ladder just keeps building and building and building. And I
Mm-hmm.
feel like maybe she feels that she was in the position since she's going to marry this man that she can quit her most lucrative jobs, because I'm pretty sure Housewives was the
And
most lucrative job she
yeah.
had.
And I
Mm-hmm.
also think that she thought this the producers played the fuck out of her. That
Agreed. I
because
think she thought this was going to go a totally different way.
on the Housewives, Portia got a good edit. There were other people there were other people around her, so where you didn't have to focus on her problems and her issues and her character
Mm-hmm.
flaws. But now it's all on her, so everything about her is shown out.
Oh,
She
mm-hmm.
thought she was gonna get a good edit. She thought all the motherfuckers in her family were
Was
just
going to
gonna
be on her
get
side. Mm-hmm.
yeah, they were just gonna get in line, follow along with what she was gonna do. It was gonna be a nice, good family show, and she was gonna be like a tardy for the party. She wasn't gonna have to come back to Housewives.
Mm-hmm.
She thought this was gonna be her it.
But this show is backfiring.
Because
Backfiring badly.
because Fallon said the only reason why she did Housewives is because
Simon wanted to
Simon
do it.
wanted her to. So what
Mm-hmm.
I do believe is that Simon is like, we need to be on TV one way or another. I don't know what you need to do, but TV is where we need to be.
Mm-hmm.
So if this TV shit don't work out, I think the relationship would end.
Yikes.
I feel like, as I said, like when me and Jametra, because we've kind of been on this journey together this season, when it first came out and the first episode came out, I feel like I got a gauge of what Portia wanted the show to be and then what it actually was. Because coming out of the bat, like, it was her trying to explain the timeline and how they met and how they've gotten to the point that they are right now. However, it's kind of just like, you didn't help the situation because you basically just confirmed that he was married when y'all got engaged. So you're not really helping
And
anything.
that they lied. Because
And
remember
and that you lied. So
yeah,
it's basically it's basically backfiring everything that you initially wanted the show to do. And as the show progresses, it just seems like there's so many things wrong as far as like just even her dynamic with Dennis, the fact that
Mm-hmm.
it seems like everything he does affects her
Yeah.
way too much, especially if you're engaged to someone else.
And
Like the
you're
fact
so
that
in love with
she
somebody else.
refused to like give him back his clothes, or the fact that she cared so much if he brought someone around when you're literally engaged. It's like she's too invested into what Dennis has going on to say that she's over him. And I think that's just very weird. And I also do think that they do have a chemistry that comes across on camera. And it's very awkward to watch when you see Simon there just looking like the odd one out when the whole show is basically about her trying to blend these different aspects of her life in a familial, connection, relationship. It's weird.
And another thing I don't understand a blended family. How are you going to blend a family which is, first of all these people here, they're not your family. Like Aunt Liz said, I don't know these people. This is not family.
She was having a lot.
Yeah. So yeah, she had some of her cousins on there, but and her aunties, but that for the most part, those people on there is not her family. But if we're gonna bring a co-parent blended family, so why is his kids not there? Why isn't his baby mama?
Where are Simon's kids?
And
Where are they?
where's his baby mamas? Ain't we co-parenting? That's what I
Mhm.
thought. So everybody else could have left, and Dennis could have
I think
came.
these are the only people that agreed to it, and that's why.
And also, from what I'm getting, because this show was picked, I will say this show was not picked up because of Simon and Portia.
Mhm.
This show was supposed to have been made, and it was supposed to follow her Black Lives Matter stuff.
Mm.
And then that's why her aunt was like on that scene where it just seemed out of place, and she said something about she wants to let go of the civil rights movement and being a 9-year-old in jail.
I was confused.
That's why she said it. That's why she thought it was, and that's why a lot of times Aunt Liz is like, "What is this?" Because
Mhm.
that's what she was brought there under this. That's what she thought it was going to be,
Under the
and that's
guise that
what
Family Matters is referring to
yeah, Black Lives
Portia
Matter. Yeah,
advocating for Black
activists.
lives, activism, blase, blase, blase.
Yeah, that's what
Not
that show
Family
was
Matters
about.
as in we're blending my family.
No, yeah, because
Yeah.
this show's been picked up. It was
Mhm.
picked up last. No, it was picked up way before. I'm saying last summer, but I keep forgetting it's a new year. It was
Mhm.
picked up before their engagement was announced,
Yeah. Mhm.
while the other show was still airing.
Yeah.
This is just weird. And also I just feel like it was embarrassing to watch her go on. And we've talked about like specifically her Tamron Hall interview where she talked about
That was weird.
them not setting a date and her making it seem like Tamron was crazy for asking her, "Do y'all have a wedding date?
Right.
What are your intentions to actually get down the aisle?" And she was giving crickets because they hadn't even discussed that. And she said they're just dating and courting. And that's not what an engagement is for. You're supposed
Literally.
to date and you're supposed to court
We've
and then
already done
decide, you
that.
know what? Let's get married. And then you get the ring and then you plan the wedding and you kind of know what's going on. And the fact that at that time she was so far removed and then went on another talk show and embarrassed herself even more and basically said her family had to bully her into setting a wedding date. It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know anyone personally that would get engaged right now and just be sitting there.
And
Like, not to say
honestly,
you need your whole wedding planned in a week or
yeah,
anything, but have some type of
or like a
idea.
time frame.
Like they're
Mhm.
excited.
Like
Like,
if you're not
wow, my
gonna
boyfriend
plan
just
right now,
proposed.
usually people will be like,
Yeah.
okay, we're waiting until this time to actually start wedding
Yeah, something.
or something like
And
that. They have some
yeah.
answer. They're not just like, oh, I don't know. You're
And I
not
was gonna say,
supposed.
and like from my standpoint, like if you're gonna have this whirlwind relationship, when people have these whirlwind relationships, they get together, they
They
get
get married
engaged, they
quick.
get married the
Like
next day,
Chloe and
like
Lamar.
you know, like
9 days.
they genuinely just love like that, and we want to be together. And with the money they had, even if they wanted a wedding, y'all got money. You could have planned a
You could
wedding in a
easily
month.
do that.
Like that could have happened.
Fact.
So that's why
Yeah.
I'm not buying, because if you were just so in love, y'all would have been married. This would have been
Yeah. It's
a
just weird. It's they're working backwards. Like y'all are engaged but
Fact.
trying to get to know each other.
Getting to
And
like
of
what?
course, like realistically, you're always, and I know the argument, you're always going to be getting to know someone. You'll never know someone completely. Absolutely true. But there are certain baselines that you have before
Right.
you to get engaged and you're planning your life with someone, like just certain things. So it's not making a lot of sense. No matter how you smack it, flip it, and reverse it, y'all was up here lying, and
Lying through
then
y'all
you
teeth.
came out with the show, confirmed your lies, and now you're trying to push this down our throats, and I don't want it. Take it back, Tabitha. I don't want it.
I don't want
And
it.
I also feel like now, like her social media antics is because of how much girls are liking Dennis. And I want you girls to know
Girl, it's
Dennis ain't
propaganda.
shit.
It's all propaganda.
Yeah, I don't
Dennis,
understand why people are going up for
yeah,
Dennis either.
yeah.
He literally cheated on her while she's pregnant.
Listen, and even
I
still,
think
even
I think they're reaching for straws because I feel like when, at least when Portia was with Dennis, like they looked like they were in love.
yeah,
They
Yeah.
looked
they
like
did.
they were
It was
really
a
gonna make it
relationship.
and they had a
Mm-hmm.
it looked like they had a good relationship. And we see her and Simon and we just looking like very
That looked like some
dumbfounded,
Joe
very.
Blow off the street.
So I feel like they see Dennis there and they're like, well, just go with Dennis. He's better
Yeah,
for you. It looked like you loved
Because you
him,
can
not.
tell they both Portia and Dennis still have
They have
they're not
something,
over each
and it's
other. They're not
weird.
over each other. Like you could
It's
tell.
weird to see that on national television. I'm
but
like, I feel like Simon too smart to not
exactly.
see
And
this.
Dennis also said, because on last week's episode, he was with her assistants or something, and the
Mm-hmm.
assistant was like, "Do you think y'all are over it?" And he was
Oh
like,
yeah, he says
He was like, "We just broke up." Like,
like
And then she's engaged. That's
hey,
basically
like,
what he said.
he was
Like,
basically saying like,
we didn't even
would
get a
you
chance.
be would you be over it if you like
right,
y'all just broke up and now like fuck no, like, and
yeah,
you can definitely tell he's not over it because he still want to fight homeboy over him telling about the side
right.
bitch working at
Listen,
Crew.
Dennis, I don't know why you mad about
And
that.
she
I
not
don't know
over
why
him.
Dennis is mad about that either because he deserved to tell because that's fucked up.
Listen,
Yeah, he's mad. It's misplaced anger for sure.
I would expect my friends to tell.
Yes, he talking about something you being messy. No, that's fucked up, Dennis, because you were not talking about some. I don't know all my employees,
Yeah,
bitch. But you knew that one. You knew that her ass was working there. You
Well, I feel like he was
fucking
messed
knew.
up the way he started the conversation when he came in just like, I came into this thinking that Portia's friends was my friends. We're grown adults. You never think your partner's
Yeah, why
friends are
would you
your
ever
friends.
think that?
Why
yeah.
I
would you ever?
learned that in like high school. That
Well,
your
I will
friends
say
are not your friends. Like
Hello?
it's
exactly,
fucking monkeys
but
with
I will
symbols
say
up there.
it's very obvious that her family loves Dennis, and they want
Very
True.
obvious.
aside from
Which is strange to me as well.
him cheating on her.
I think it's the
Yeah,
comfortability
they
thing.
like
Like
him,
they
and
saw their dynamic, they love their
yeah,
dynamic,
Yeah.
and they
it's
see
very
Simon. I feel like it's like they're trying to choose the lesser of two evils.
mm-hmm. And
And they probably
honest
actually built a relationship
with
with
Dennis, yeah,
Dennis. So
Of
that's why it's
course.
probably hard for them to break away because honestly, I feel like if I break up with a nigga, my whole family break up. I don't give a damn if y'all.
no,
I don't care. But
no, because
I'm also gonna be human. I understand why, but I also wouldn't have my ex nigga around my family. No, after we're done. So
yeah,
that's also different. But like I understand why they have like I'm not gonna say an attachment, but they have a liking towards him because they built their own relationships with
and
him. They really like
I will
them.
say he's a likable person.
He's very likable.
If you did not know about his philandering ways and his being a
You would be like,
nasty
why
ass
is she
nigga,
not still with him?
He
right?
cool, like he
He cool
funny.
as fuck. He funny.
He-
Like
Y'all
he
doing
So
be
like
that's,
Portia
sweating a
I think
lot.
that's
He was
what
like,
that is.
"Oh, he
Like
got a
they
job. He got his own money. He ain't got no kids." So she was opening her legs, talking about why she would.
baby.
He just sweat a lot.
Like
That's all.
Yeah.
it's just it's that's what I think it is. Because I feel like, of course, of like when they came back from like filming, and then they came back and they opened the season where she had just had the baby and they started talking about the infidelity, and we kind of watched their journey of them trying to pick up the pieces of their relationship. I feel like a lot of the audience was cheering them on for them to
Mm-hmm.
figure it out and get back together, and I feel like a lot of those people are still in that same place and feel that same way, and then they see her with Simon and it's just like absolutely
And
not.
also,
Because
Simon,
I feel like even if you weren't a fan of Dennis before, I feel like if you had to choose, you would be a fan
You
of
would
Dennis
you
if
would
you
be
had
a
to
fan of
choose
business off of
between him
this
and
show.
Simon.
listen,
Mhm.
Simon looks disgusting. Like
He just be there. That's the thing. He just be there. Just
he
be
does.
there in the background. Like when she broke her nail, he was just there with the flashlight. He just be there. I just be like,
Or
An
even when
iguana on the wall.
y'all want to let's hear we talking about this a long time. So the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Portia, this is
Portia
my
was
problem,
trying to go after the mama.
mama.
She was
I
trying
But
to
watched
beat
it.
her.
he said it in the. I sent y'all the
We
preview.
didn't see. Okay, so before I like listening to you guys like talk about it and then watching it, we didn't really see that much. So
Yeah,
hopefully, I feel like when
no,
they come back this week, you get a better
Yeah, I hope
yeah.
so too.
So, I was gonna say this is what
visual.
I saw. Portia, so they're first of all, why Portia's telling them to get out, go, and you standing at the door. I don't know about all of that. Why are you doing that? So she's blocking.
I mean,
She's
I
standing at
feel
the
her
door.
for telling them to go. I understand that.
No, I'm not saying why she shouldn't have told him to go.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But if you telling somebody to go, why are you standing at the exit?
Because
Like,
I also
well,
think
This
that,
is
and
kind
I
of
think
like
in the
when
same
Kenya
breath
did that
she was
thing when they were
leaving.
in Miami. And she remember when she told the boy that was like being all rude and belligerent to go, and then she felt the need to like escort them out when security was
I
handling
think it
it.
was something like that.
exactly.
Like either she was also leaving because she got immediately when he's told Storm to shut the fuck up, she got up. So I think
Yeah,
she wanted him to go, but she also was like removing herself. I think it was just a lot. It was just
but
a
she
lot
wasn't
going
leaving.
on.
She was standing at the door.
Yeah.
You don't. But my thing is, if you claim she would love to say all these thousands of hours of therapy that she's been through, fighting has been an issue for Portia. So
It
that
has.
is something that would have been addressed in therapy. And I feel like she shouldn't have done that. But okay, whatever. So she's standing at the door. Da, da, da. What I saw is his mama was going down the stairs. You know, the bodyguard is in between all of them. Mama's going down the stairs. Dan's trying to go down the stairs, and he sees Portia lean this way. She might have been talking. She might have been trying to hit. We don't know. But she leaned down the stairs towards his mama. He leans down the stairs and tries to stop her, is what I'm assuming. The next thing you
Mm-hmm.
know, she molly whopping the nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Look at
Yeah, I
him
need
keep
a better
himself.
visual.
Yeah,
I
I was
need a
gonna say
slow
because
down.
when I watched it, you guys had sent me the episode had already aired, and y'all had sent me. People were talking about it, but I
Mm-hmm.
hadn't seen much of it because it wasn't. But as I watched it all together, to me, how I saw it, you see her move down. I don't know
Yeah,
what exactly she's doing as she's going, like as she leans to the side. It
yeah,
was just like she did something, and then Dennis reacted off of that, her
yeah,
moving. See, I didn't even
exactly.
know the mom was down there because I don't remember
Yeah.
seeing that in the clips. I don't remember seeing. I remember seeing the mom get up, and he was like, "No, mom would like sit down," and I just thought she was still on the
No, he was
side.
telling his mama to come on, come on,
And I
come
don't
on.
remember, like, I just don't
Yeah.
remember seeing her walk down the
Yeah,
steps. So I just didn't know who was there. I just
yeah.
remember seeing her kind of go goom. So who
Because I
knows
seen
what
the
was
slow mo
exchanged
version. So
between
I
Gina
Gina
and
and right,
Portia? Because Gina clearly don't like Portia, so things could have been
exactly.
said. Because Gina
But
was over there saying a whole lot of shit. So it's just like you just don't. I just see
yeah,
that and then I see him. So I was just like, "Ooh, whoa."
but I will say
It's a lot.
what I do know for sure is in tonight's episode that's coming out tonight on the January 9th, in the preview, I sent it to y'all on Twitter. The preview. So one, the him and his mama, they left, they went back to Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the family is sitting down. They were doing some kind of exercise and nobody's talking about it. The producer stepped in and was like, okay, now, why is
Which
nobody
never
talking about
happens.
it?
They never break that fourth wall.
Exactly. The producer
Exactly.
stepped in and was like, no, why is nobody talking about what happened?
Because
No,
that's what they do in their family. They don't talk. I mean, that's
I get,
it's a
I'm not
theme.
saying that
No, that's what I'm saying
exactly.
to the producers. Like to them, that's strange, but that's a very normal theme in Black families. Shit like that
But
happens.
Lundy just said they didn't want to throw nobody under the bus because they
Yeah,
know
no,
Portia in the wrong. That's what that is.
that's what no.
I
So
know,
I
but I
don't
still
think
think it still has something to do with how Black families they don't talk about stuff like that.
Oh well, yeah.
When big things
I'm just
happen,
saying
so.
because
in
I
less
one,
don't know
they
about
don't
hygienic
want to put
situations.
anyone under the bus, and two,
okay.
we've been ingrained as a. I'm not gonna say every Black person. I'm saying as a Black society, we have been ingrained to like what happens in our house, we don't speak about. Like, yes, it was on TV. Okay, cool. But like, once a lot of shit, if you look at the themes about Black families, you talk to Black families, a lot of the times the theme is something happens, a big blow up. Y'all don't speak about. You don't ever
No,
talk
no,
about it ever again. So to me, to them, that was normal. One, they didn't want to be like, well, it was all Portia, and two, it's also normal for them to not talk about blow-ups.
well, I don't know
So
about
that's
that
why the
because
producers was like, "What the fuck is this?"
I just feel like if a fight happened, we gonna talk about a fight. Like not even where we're trying to blame somebody. People talk about fights.
One, See, I can't say that because I've seen
But I
plenty of
feel like
times where
they were
folks
just
have
trying to
not
be
talked
quiet
about it.
just because
Yeah,
of Portia, and they know
that's what I
Portia's
get. I
past,
don't.
and they know all of the strikes she already has against her in
Yeah,
this realm. So I feel like they were trying to alleviate any type of attention off of the situation, and the producers was like, "This is
what the
first of
fuck
all,
are
this is
you doing?
reality TV. Y'all not about to just have a blowout
Yeah,
and then act
Like,
like
what the
that
fuck is
didn't just
this?
happen. Like that's not what we do here."
we're here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
and then so that's happened. It didn't say what anybody said. All it said showed was that Londi said, we didn't want to. They're all successful black men, women, and men, and they don't want to throw anybody under the bus, place the blame on anybody. That's all they. So we don't know what
Mhm.
that family said, but what Dennis said is because the producer asked him, "So what happened?" And Dennis said that Portia lunged at his mama. That's what he said, and that's what his mama said.
Mhm. Mhm.
So
Which I could see.
I could see that too.
I wish there
So
was
I don't
another
know.
person there. I wish the producer or the security guard that was there could speak because I
Say
feel like
something weird.
when things are heated like that, like even we can talk about other Real Housewives with the Monique and Candace thing. You remember your reality.
Mm-hmm.
So to Monique, it seemed as though Candace was doing, and to
Off
Candace,
of
it
that.
seemed like Monique was doing ha 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 ha. So
Mm-hmm.
in between the tussle, Monique felt like she needed to defend herself. So I just wish there was. I wish the security guard could say because I would like to believe why would Porsche. I feel like
No, I,
I just don't
I
understand people that
absolutely believe.
lunge at people that are aggressive unprovoked. I just
I
feel like
absolutely believe this
I don't
because
feel like it's
I
unprovoked
feel
to
like
her because I feel like
Gina
Mama
had to
Gina has
have
been pushing her buttons the whole
yeah, I
time.
don't think it's unprovoked to Portia. In Portia's mind, Gina been going at her because listen,
okay.
last week, not on the last week with the fight, the week before that, when Portia found out that Dennis bought a date and what's her name? Lauren was out there telling her. Lauren was like, "Yeah, Dennis has a girl here," and then she immediately went to, "Oh, that's his mama problem. His mama do this." She started saying
Yeah.
why she got beef with his mama, and it's like
Yes.
him bringing a bitch got nothing to do with his mama. Like
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
in the grand scheme of things, yes, she raised him to be that way, but
This is
she did
him.
not
He's
tell
making
that.
these choices. Yeah.
Exactly. So why? And then when she brought to the table, she got smoke with her. So I don't think their beef between one another is just, oh, Gina is fucking with her. No.
Yeah.
Because she
Portia
also got on national TV and said that Portia was cheating on Dennis and that Portia's mom told her that to her
that
face.
yeah,
So there's so much tension built up with that I feel like
Hmm.
I
that's
could see how Portia would just flash because we've known her
her two
to do
flags.
that.
Like I
But
already
my
don't fuck
problem
with you.
is exactly. But my problem is if you have truly, because she want to say even during the episode when Lauren was
I
like,
am
"You're not,"
healed.
yeah, she was like, "You're not doing work." She was like, "I'm fixed," and Lauren was like,
You're
"You're
not.
not."
Yeah, I
And this
don't
is
know
like,
why she says that.
yeah, this is like right before the fight. If
Shit,
you
my God
are
is bigger than all those things. Listen, babes. Listen.
exactly because if you are truly, if you know you have an aggression problem, you can't keep you 40 years old and can't keep your hands off of people.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that would be addressed in therapy. And if you were truly healed, him Dennis bringing another bitch
Wouldn't
would
Wouldn't
bother
bother
not
you.
me.
bother you. And you know it bothered her because she was like, what she said, she was like, "You no good ass nigga," or something like she said
Mm-hmm.
something like that when she was yelling. And I was like, "Girl, you sound like you his bitch."
Right, like
Like,
you're with him currently, or like
like
y'all just broke up yesterday.
right. Yes, he is a no good ass nigga, but what does that got to do with you?
Right, because you're supposed to be engaged,
Oh.
and that's what Simon said. But anyways, we
Yeah,
I
can move
wonder how many
on.
episodes we have
yeah.
left.
Let's move on because
Let's move on
we
because
can
we can
talk
talk
about
about
I feel like this episode just be called Portia Family Matters episode whatever
because that
reaction
shit was
because
ridiculous. That was.
yeah.
let's
I
get
had
it
one more.
going.
It was just gonna be about Khloe Kardashian, but
Oh,
y'all can.
that goes in
Mm.
with it. That's on the list too.
Okay,
That
because I
goes
was
on.
gonna say, it's time for her to pack it up. It's time for her. Time for that family. I want the Hulu Kim Kardashians to get pulled. I'm about to start going on Twitter rampages and adding all the producers because you don't get to go. Like, I know it sounds funny, but you don't get to go on national TV and say without, like, no, you didn't even hesitate. You said people call you a nigger lover, and you said it like it was nothing. And your sister just sat there and was just like, you don't get to do that and get to live the life that you live. You don't get to do that and be on Hulu having specials. I'm sorry, I don't know where the fuck y'all grew up, but this we're not about to do this. We not about like I'm not even. I usually don't get caught up in celebrity, but that shit actually had me pissed because I have never heard anyone in the 21st century say some dumb shit like that. I can see Chris and Mama Joe, whatever the fuck that old ass lady name is, saying some dumb shit like that. But the fucking bitch that got a half black baby going on TV and they had the audacity to blur it out. Y'all didn't even cut it. Y'all blurred it out because you knew these bitches were gonna get away with it.
Exactly.
And I have another question. I need you guys to answer me quickly. For all the black people that watched this show and y'all knew that bitch said that, why y'all ain't never say nothing?
Why y'all ain't say nothing? Yeah.
Why we just not finding out? Why y'all ain't never say nothing? Quickly, answer me now. I need to know. I need to know. Fuck a good American. Fuck the Kardashians. It was already fuck Kim. Fuck Skims. Fuck all that shit. But I don't give a damn about Courtney dating no drummer ass nigga. I don't give a damn about Kim dating no Pete Davidson. I don't give a fuck about Chloe getting cheated on again. That's what the fuck the bitch deserves. Talk about some nigger lover. I'll show you nigger lover.
Oh wow.
I hope True see that shit. And I hope she beat your ass when she get older. I hope she see it. Cause that shit not getting off the internet. Kim, she was able to scrape that whole stroller situation. I don't know what skin tone my baby's gonna be. And Scott was like, well, your baby's gonna be black. And she was like, but we don't know. No, bitch, we do know. You was able to scrub that off the internet? No, Chloe, you are not her. We not scrubbing that shit off the internet.
Why did she say
I think she meant
scrubbing that shit off.
She was like, I don't know if I'm gonna have a nigger baby or like if it's gonna be a little mocha caramel situation.
I don't know what type of nigger I'm having.
Like, no, you're not
gonna be able to scrub that shit off the internet like Kim did. Yo, True is gonna see that, and I hope she see it, and I hope she beat your monkey ass, you alabaster monkey ass hoe, cause you want to say some dumb shit like that. I hope she mollywop your ass and never speak to you again. I hope she go to Canada with her daddy.
You know,
that's all I got to say.
I think you said everything.
Honestly, I mean, what else is there?
Because I completely agree. But my issue is, Kamora, we saw you hype that bitch up. Kamora, we saw you.
We did.
Kamora.
What do you mean after the Tristan thing?
The first Tristan thing with Jordan. We saw
the first said you guys look like weak bitches.
Don't let them bitches play you. What are you talking about? Chloe wanted to call us black bitches so bad. She wanted to say black bitches so bad.
She wanted to so bad.
Kamora, you know, people been letting you slide, but me.
Is Tristan first baby mama black?
She is.
Oh, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's fully black. I can't say.
Yeah, yeah.
I know she's light. She's light skinned. She's light skinned. So I can't assume. I know her dad is black because her dad just passed. His Craig something. He literally just passed. Like today. Oh no. I know her dad is black. I don't know what her mama looked like.
Yeah. Okay.
So I cannot.
She has nigger in her. Got it.
Yeah. Come on, we see you, and we've been letting you pass along. You've been acting like you're black, but you're not black either. And so don't be hyping up them white bitches to think they could just come on the internet and say whatever, like they just big and tough like that. They're not big and tough like that.
They're not.
What the fuck?
They're not. Like
now
we on your neck for trying to
personality wise. I like Courtney the least, but she's the most unproblematic. Literally, you don't hear a peep out of Courtney except her complain about working. I can appreciate that.
Badass kids over there. That's
she has her bad kids. She sticks to her white men in her toxic situations. Cool, thank you. It'd be a lot. Everywhere else, it'd be a lot going on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, everywhere else is a hot fucking mess, and they fetishize black men, and then these same black men go in and act like these bitches. That's what they are. Bitches are these queens that deserve the ground worshipped. How you say this bitch deserves so much, but you still been dogging her out the entire relationship?
It
I just
was
want to
all
know
a
that. Why did
lie.
you feel the need to go on Instagram and say that she deserves so much more? Why is Lamar, coke addict ass, in brothels still talking about some Chloe
Talking
deserves
about
so
the
much more?
Kardashian. Right, talking about how he left Taraji to be with Chloe. Bitch, are you dumb?
Are you dumb? Taraji dodged a bullet because your ass is fucking lethal.
Bullshit. I know Taraji was praise dancing when she got rid of that nigga.
Speaking in
Because
tongues, I know she was.
Oh my
Because I would have.
gosh.
I would have. I'm sorry. I just
the
can't
fact
get.
that he's such a bottom of the barrel ass nigga, you literally do crack and was in brothels. And you think, oh, honey,
The
please.
same woman that you said pussy smell like earring backs. You over here talking about some. She's the best woman. She doesn't deserve this.
And
She
that
doesn't
lady
deserve you saying her pussy smell like earring backs either. So
right.
what's tea? We're here now.
And when you with your addiction, that lady left you high and dry. And guess what?
Exactly.
Y'all thought you thought she couldn't have a baby? No, she ain't want your motherfucking baby.
Right? She might have been sitting that to the moon the whole time. Little baby get
And now, I
aborted.
think she was on birth control. She was stopping that shit.
Fact. So why you speaking so highly of this white woman that only wants you for your aesthetics and your seeds? You might want to think about the shit you've endured with this same white woman and her family. Because we only know the bare surface. We don't even know the surface. We just know I don't even know what you call it. What's above the surface? I don't even fucking know. We just know that.
Okay. Never mind.
What was you gonna say?
Because I don't want to come off as a white woman savior, because that's not what this is.
No.
It's about to, oh Lord.
It's
Like
not.
to be a Kardashian.
No. All I wanted to say was I feel like Lamar's hang up on Chloe being so great is just because she was there when he was basically trying to kill himself.
No.
I feel like that's what, well, I feel like before that he had, I guess, okay things to say, but I just feel like he probably feels like he owes her.
But if that was the case, he wouldn't have never said that her pussy smelled like earring backs.
Well, that was before. I'm saying
No, but you said no because she wasn't
in
there
recent
during the
years,
brothel. She left his ass high and dry. We found out that nigga was in the brothels and in the hospital, and she wasn't there at first. She came
when?
after. In the beginning, she
when
wasn't.
it first came out that he was on crack, he had like ran away from the house.
Yeah, like she wasn't there.
I mean, like I'm just strictly talking about the recent event where she was like his, what is it, power of authority, and she was like at the hospital with him.
He was in the hospital again.
What are y'all talking about?
I'm talking about like in the 2010s.
Yeah, like
no, I'm talking about like 20, maybe.
Child, I didn't know the crack addict was in the damn hospital again.
Okay, Lamar Odom when he was having strokes and dying and in and out of a coma.
Child, did not know.
That was y'all know about that. That was a story.
No, I didn't know that.
And Chloe was the one taking care of him.
This is after their divorce.
Well, they had already filed for divorce. They had been separated for years. And then she had to refile after he got better.
I think this is the same thing because we're not gonna forget she was not there at first. The man was missing.
Yeah, she wasn't there at first.
She didn't know what he was.
Yeah, well, she was pretending.
He wasn't in. They were separated.
Okay, so that's why and that's my argument. He doesn't have a reason to owe so much loyalty to her because in the beginning she left that nigga. Your man left you for dead, ho. Like
literally left you to the crack.
Left you through the crack pipe. Left you in the hospital. Then she came. I think she only came because news broke.
Wait, she never left him in the hospital.
But what I'm saying, you just said. You literally just broke it down. You just said.
You mean the marriage? She left the marriage.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. They were done.
But this is years later. Is what I'm saying.
You just said
they had been separated for years.
You said a year.
By the time Lamar was in Vegas,
we're talking about two different things.
Yeah. By the time Lamar Odom was in Vegas, having strokes and in a coma and all that, they had been separated for some time.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when he was in them brothels with them whores doing crack.
But that's what caused him to almost die. That's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about that instance.
But at that time, they hadn't been together for a minute. Is what I'm saying. Like their divorce just wasn't finalized. Like it had been filed, they were separated, but it just wasn't finalized by that point. By the time all of those things started happening to him, Chloe and like Chris and all them jumped in and like flew him to a LA hospital, blah blah blah, and then she was there with him for that process. And then after that is when she, I guess, like refiled and decided to proceed with the divorce after everything was already taken care of. But like even through that situation, he's made it legally to where she can be his power of authority, like no matter what,
He's a
even though they're
dumbass.
divorced.
He's a
Huh?
dumbass. I
But
was
I'm
saying
just
he's a
saying, I
dumbass.
feel like that's where I feel his loyalty in a sense comes from, because if someone was there with you every day and like making sure you're good and all that, I could see why he might feel a certain loyalty to her for that. Like I just
So Morgan, why didn't you tell us she's
Yeah, because
fake?
you watch Keep It Up with the Kardashians.
So
We just
why
talking
didn't
about
you
that
say?
quickly.
what
Why didn't
by
you
the time that episode came out, like I was an avid watcher in like the beginning of the 2010s, and then I kind of picked up maybe 2018-ish, like the in between, like I would say like season 10 through I don't know 16, I wasn't really in it like that.
Mm-hmm.
The
So you're
clip I
saying
just
you
saw
didn't
on
know.
Twitter, the clip I just saw on Twitter, I don't even recall ever seeing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what that's about. And even when I would watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians, because my friends know like I have different shows that I'll just watch like to eat or to go to sleep to, I only put on certain seasons, like seasons that I was into when they came out. By the time this came out, I don't even know what was going on in the show, to be honest. But I don't recall ever seeing that scene before it hit social media. So I feel like it was in those times where I was maybe in college, into high school,
Mm-hmm.
sometime around there. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that argument was not a white woman savior argument. I was just saying strictly from like a human standpoint.
I mean, like, I
I
get
feel
it,
like
but also I don't.
them
he
bitches?
probably
And
feels
also, them
loyalty
bitches
to
are
her
not
for
human.
that. You said
They're not
what?
human. Them bitches are not
Oh my
human.
gosh.
They're not.
They're literally. I'm not joking about that. I'm not.
No, I agree with you. They're not. For you to
They're
do
not.
the amount of shit that you do in your life and be okay with it, and Kim, I think she's trying to go through a redemption arc with this
Yeah.
whole
Now
I'm
she's trying to
going
redeem
law
herself.
school, I'm trying to free. You see how she's only targeting a lot of minorities? I have a problem with that. I do. And people probably will be like, oh my gosh, you guys are never happy. I didn't like this shit in the beginning because I don't like white women's saviors. I don't like that complex. I didn't like Blindside. Sorry to Miss Bullock. The shit was fucking disgusting. I don't like that.
Okay, but realistically speaking,
No, I don't care. I don't like it. It doesn't sit well with me. I don't like when I hear stories about black kids getting adopted by white people. Why the fuck you ain't adopt a kid that look like you? Why?
oh, that's not what I
Why?
was gonna say.
Why?
I was just
Why?
gonna say, I feel like with the prison reform thing, I feel like you got to use the people that can get into the room sometimes.
I get it,
Like,
but that was never her thing. She was a whore, showing her
oh,
ass on TV. She was never into politics. Stay in your fucking
I,
lane.
I don't know where all this. Well,
She wants to
from the
stay. It was
stuff.
because of her dad. Shut your ass
Well,
up.
from the stuff I saw, when people asked her specifically about like the prison reform thing and like saving black lives and blah blah blah, I remember her just saying, "Well, she has like black kids and a black son," and
Boy,
I
please.
feel like
Kanye
I feel
said
like
he
her
ain't black,
saying
so
I
you
feel like
ain't got
her
black kids.
saying that
Kanye said he ain't black.
she
So,
I feel like she was trying to go one direction, but it just came off a different way to me, because it's like your sons, one, are rich and famous, which puts them in a different realm than a normal black man.
mhm.
Also, they're your sons and they're Kanye West's sons.
And
That's
Kanye
also a
West
thing.
said y'all
Like I
lie.
just feel like I feel like
You're trying to
she
relate, but you
almost
can't
tried to
relate.
make it seem like her kids have the same struggles as just the regular degular
It's
black men
not.
that walk the world, walk the earth,
Right.
and that's just not necessarily the
Not it.
case. I see what you're trying to do. It just didn't really land.
It's never gonna land because the white woman savior complex is all about them. It's never gonna fucking land because it's all about how it appeases to them and how it makes them feel. It's never gonna land because yeah, she may be. If you think about it, she's doing this because she's saying what her kids blase blase because she this
Not
injustice,
because she
but
just believe in
not
justice.
because she
Yeah.
believes that this is wrong.
It's
Like it's strange. It's very strange, and the family needs to get kicked the fuck off. I'm tired of the family. I'm tired of seeing them in the news. I'm tired of seeing them everywhere. I am just sick and tired. I've been tired for a while. I was tired when she wanted to become a lawyer, and when people was caping for that bullshit. Like, it's nice that she's doing that. I just don't like how it's like you're targeting. It's like, do that shit. You say you Armenian, do that for the fucking Armenians. Go over there to that side of the world and go over there and advocate for free Palestine. How about that, bitch? You worry about your people, and we worry about ours. Because we have enough advocates on the floor, grassroots. We have enough. You're not the only. Just now, you're just like crowding it up, and you're taking all the spotlight for the people that have been doing the work since the get go. Now you just coming in because you got the name Kim Kardashian West. You're coming in, swooping in like, oop, like, y'all don't see a problem with that? That's fucked up. Take your ass over to the other side of the fucking pond and worry about them Armenians over there that you so-called claim had so many trials and tribulations when you took your kids over there. Worry about that.
She went to Armenia.
She went somewhere. They went somewhere over there.
Girl, not her going to the Holy Land.
Girl, yeah, exactly.
Where's she from?
Worry about that. Worry about that.
She's Armenian.
I know that's where she's from, but I'm not going to Iraq just to visit. I'm not going.
Well, I think the family, they like to focus on the Armenian genocide, which...
That's what I'm saying. Worry about that. Worry about what's going on current. Free Palestine. Worry about that.
Bring up my hot topic because...
Worry about that.
Girl, this sweet...
Kimberly, worry
we're
about your
chaotic.
people. Since she get mad when people call her white and she says she Armenian. Worry about them folks then.
And that's on who? Period. Bitch.
Period.
Well, I don't know why she get mad people call her white because she is white. Look at yourself.
Quite literally from the Caucasus Mountains. So, are you dumb? I thought you were a lawyer, bitch.
Oh my god.
You're dumb. Just not smart. But anyways, y'all can go.
Girl, at this point, she done brought up all the hot topics, went on a rampage, and then she want to tell us, y'all got it. Like, what?
Only did 3. I didn't know y'all was going to talk about him so long. I thought we was going to do quick. But I mean, they were good. They were good ones. We were talking about Portia for a long time. Honestly, okay, don't act like it was just me talking about Portia. We was all talking about Portia. Relax.
Portia was for a long time. But it's 2 things I want to talk about. I want to talk about Tammy and her shit, and then I want to talk about the two-parent household. Two-parent household. So, okay, let's do Tammy first, because I think the two-parent household is going to be short. And that's something funny to end on. So, it's not, for the people.
Oh, my gosh.
So, okay, so on TikTok, I don't have Paramount Plus, but on TikTok, this girl, she, pretty much records it and records all the videos, and she just be posting it because she be wanting to talk her shit, too. So, that's how I watch the episodes. So, background. 1993, Tammy and the black man, they ain't like each other. Tammy got the black man kicked out for whatever reason. And then, so now, bring it back to what year we in, 2021. In 2021, the man is still harboring feelings from 1993. Everybody else has moved on. Everybody else is trying to move on, but he big mad. It don't matter why he mad because everybody got their own different opinions, but he's mad. Some say rightfully, some say get over it. Whatever. Why? So on the episode, they were talking about, I don't think what it started because one of the white men, he's a pastor, and he was saying how he has black children who live with him, and he called them black colored children. And so Tammy was like, don't call them that. She wasn't scolding. She was like, yeah, don't call them. Actually, it started from, there's a question in the bowl, and it started from asking, because one of the persons there was she's an ex-police officer. And so it started about the Black Lives Matter movement. And then it went into, he said black colored people. And then it went into another white man, and then the ex-police officer, white bitch, or she's Latina, saying the word nigga. And Tammy was like, don't y'all say niggas. So, okay, fine. After that, and eventually they understood why they couldn't say nigga after a white lady explained it. So now,
of course,
Tammy had beef with, not real beef, but she was like, I felt the kind of way that I was the only black person in the room saying something. You were just sitting there quiet. Mm-hmm. And why this man goes into saying, he was like, it's not, he was like, I don't believe in that. Black Lives Matter is just divisive. We need to all band together, all races, and we need to focus on the corporations. That was his. He said, black and white is not the issue, it's the corporations. And then I watched Tammy's review of it because eventually she said that he was a slave and he had slave mentality, and that really threw him over the edge with his yeah. But so we didn't know why she said that. At first, it looked like they were just having a difference of opinion, and he just had a dumb opinion. And then it was like, oh, then she was just like, okay, slave mentality. So it made her seem out of place.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, damn, you really started the fight with him. But when I went to her page, her YouTube, she was explaining it, and she said that they had been talking for hours, and he said that he's not going to go against white people because the white man gave him a big check. Because he's like this is a guy, he played in House Party, he wrote comedy, he worked with Dave Chappelle and all that. And so now she called him a slave. So now he mad. He picking up the phone. He on the phone. He on the phone. I don't know if he honestly. I don't think he on the phone with nobody. He said he on the phone with his baby mama. His baby mama is white. I don't think he on the phone with nobody. But he's like,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
All she do is wear motherfucking wigs. I'm gonna snatch that wig off her head, her bald headed ass. I'm gonna snatch that wig off her bald headed ass. She bald headed, and he's like walking back and forth behind her chair. He's like, yeah, everybody's scared of Tammy, but I ain't motherfucking scared of Tammy with her bald headed ass. All she want to do is wear wigs. My daughter don't gotta wear wigs. My daughter ain't bald headed. My daughter got hair down her back. Bald headed, be like bitch, bald headed bitch. And so as a result of that, she called her husband. She said, you know what? I don't work too damn hard for my image for me to not be a fighter. And Reginald. Yeah, so Reginald, this man, he was like, here I come. Here I come.
Period. Here I come.
Here
Here I fucking come.
And nothing happened because they took him away when they found out Reggie was coming. So they took him away, so nothing happened. But my problem is, sir, I got two issues. One, why the fuck do you think we could worry about some motherfucking corporations when black people are literally being killed? What are we supposed to do to a corporation if we're dead?
And what are we supposed to do to a corporation that are ran by what? I don't know.
Clears.
The gray girls?
Not great.
Don't.
What? He's in a sunken place.
Yeah.
Big in
And
the sunken
then-
place.
And then also, I was like, okay, y'all can have a different opinion. You triggering, but now we know something is wrong with you, because what type of man are you talking about? You gonna snatch a
Snatch a
bitch
bitch wig off.
and then talking about somebody is bald headed? You ain't never seen her hair. You don't know because she got on a motherfucking wig.
Right.
That's very weird.
Hello. And then
Like-
trying to compare it to your mixed chick daughter over here. Don't nobody give a fuck.
Nobody cares.
And he's
Nobody
been trying
cares.
to pander on our feelings and act like what Tammy and the other white people in the house did to him ruined his career. But I've come to find out that was a lie.
Why are you like?
Sorry.
He's worked on a lot of stuff, and I'm like, he thought he was gonna get on, and thought he was gonna fix his image.
Mm-hmm.
You fucked up.
You fucked
Yeah,
that
man.
up for yourself.
You fucked
You
up.
can go to hell.
Fuck that up for yourself, sir.
Last thing I want to talk about is Miss Two Parent Household.
What a dumb bitch.
So, Love and Marriage Huntsville, the main couple get the husband cheating
That's
on
who
the
that
wife.
was?
Mhm.
Yes, the main
I gotta finish that. I'm watching that tonight. I'm on
the
season 3.
husband cheated on the wife, and for 7, not just cheated on, had a mistress, because the bitch was with him for 7 years, and eventually had a baby by him.
Mhm.
Doesn't matter. So now she decides she's gonna go on Tasha K, and she's gonna let it all loose. I feel like she ain't say nothing like at all. The only thing all I heard was that she got beef with Oprah. But so what she said, these are the main points of her interview. She did not contribute to the destruction of a black family.
Did. Next.
2,
Next.
the show needs to stop using her likeness and she don't understand why nobody else has enough likeness for the show to be successful.
Nobody using her likeness. Next, I've never seen her face on the show.
I have never seen. That's what I said.
I don't even know
So
her
in regards
name.
to her likeness, I was like, if your likeness is being a side chick, then okay. If
If
when
that's
I
the
look up
reality,
if when I look up side chick and your name comes up, then okay, we're using your likeness. But
We call you side chick on the show.
literally nothing about her had they never talked about her body shape. They never emulated the things she said. They never mimicked her. They just talked about being cheating. So okay, whatever. Third, she said that she does not owe Melody, which is the wife, an apology because a lot of things has been done to her. The
false.
things that
Next,
has been done to her is Melody brought her goons up to the house and was looking for Marcel was gonna beat her ass.
warranted.
Yeah.
Next,
Which I'm like, okay.
Sounds
And
fair
then
to me.
she was so confident in saying how Melody cheated on Martell. And I will say everything she was saying, you can tell it was just things that Martell had told her. Not that it
Mm-hmm.
was all a lie, but it's just like
Things that someone told her, someone communicated to her, and she just
and
repeated.
not
She's
someone.
regurgitating. Yeah,
Yeah, and not someone a fucking
Martell.
liar.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like it would be different if like somebody, if a regular person told her and they're not a known liar, but
Mm-hmm.
he's a liar. Then what else? Where did I start? So Melody is not owed an apology because so many things has been done to her. She got beef with Oprah because
That's so
they're
cringe.
because they are. She's she's like it's personal.
She don't fucking know you.
Oprah don't
It's
know you,
personal.
babe.
Oprah does not own anymore. She
Like,
only.
that's just her name. If you know so much about likeness, bitch, that's what that is. Dumbass. Oprah Winfrey Network. Using it for her likeness. Using it to her advantage.
So and then she also said her and Martell can't be together. He had to get therapy because their relationship is too damaged, and so they're not together. And then the last thing, which I think is the funniest thing on earth, is that her child and she was raised in a two-parent household
Two-parent household.
because both of her parents had households.
Yep. That's what she's
And
been
so
by two-parent household.
both of his parents will have households. So two-parent household.
Two-parent household. Not that their parents were together in the house. No, no, no. They had their own homes. Separate of one another. Two-parent household.
How dumb can you be?
That when I listen, even if you don't know nothing about the show, I recommend everybody to watch this show, to watch
The
Tasha K
interview.
interview because it was comedy. Like whether you're a side chick apologist, whether you're a reformed side chick who like she would. Cause a lot of people. That's what I will say. A lot of the people who are side chick apologists, they've been saying you wasn't married to him, you didn't make vows to him. But I was like, in her interview, she said we don't need to tear black women down. So, man, wow,
Why would fucking another black woman's husband not be tearing the black woman
yeah.
down?
And nothing how we know she's slow. This lady said so on the reunion. Melody was like, how she found out about a side chick is because his phone was a block number was calling over and over and over and over again. So she answered it, and then she's like, "Hello," hung up. They call her back, 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 back. She answered it, and
That's
and
embarrassing.
then yeah, and then the girl was like, "Put Martell on the phone." Then, and that's on Mel's story. In the reunion, I don't remember Mel saying put Martell on the fucking phone. I just remember her saying put Martell on the phone. So why this girl Tasha gonna go on Tasha K and was like, I did not say that, and I did not call multiple times. I called one time and I said put Martell on the phone. I do not talk like that.
Okay.
What's the fucking difference between
So Melody was telling the truth. Next.
next and then after she was like, whatchamacallit was like, oh, so you didn't call multiple times? And then she was like, I might have called multiple times. I might have called multiple.
Please.
So she's telling the truth. So
When I
she's
say
telling the truth.
Tasha K was playing in that girl's face because she was like, Tasha K said, they can't call you nothing but a mistress.
Oh
And
no. I can't wait to watch that as soon as I
yeah,
finish.
yeah, and then what else she said? She was like,
As soon as we wrap up, I'm literally going resume my
They can't
binge.
call you nothing but a
she said,
mistress.
and then she was like, yeah, because you don't like to share. You don't like to share your man. Like she said something. She was
Your
living
man?
at her house, and then it ended the episode. I mean, we're gonna end the episode by saying all three of us grew up in two
Two
parent
parent
households.
households. Two parent household. Clearly.
She was like, yes, so your mom. Let me tell y'all something. That was the funniest thing I've seen all weekend because the lady was Tasha said, so your mom and dad was in the house together. They were together. She was like, no, two parent. She was showing y'all two parent. One over here and one over here, two parent.
Bitch, that's not a two parent household. You dumbass hoe.
Stupid.
So at the end of the day, don't be a side chick. Especially don't be a side chick for 7 years. And then she was boasting about, she was like, yeah, because I'm not a hoe. Martell, I never slept with anybody when I was with Martell. Martell was the only man she's been with.
Well,
He
then
was
you're a
married.
dumbass because he was sleeping with you and his wife and probably more.
Not probably, definitely more. It was already. But my thing is, if we gonna, if because half the time she was trying to act like, oh, it's the game. Like she was saying how she ain't gonna get married because niggas cheat because it's the game. Like she was acting like the
So
game's the
why aren't you
game.
playing it, sister?
You're not playing it very well.
You're not smart.
You're getting caught up and you got pregnant by a nigga.
Exactly.
Why wasn't you
And,
fucking on nobody else?
and then she did an interview with Tasha K first before she had this baby because apparently she had 3 pregnancies. One was a miscarriage, one was an abortion, and one she had. So, and honestly, and during the last 2 pregnancies, on this one, when she had an abortion, Mel had a baby. And on the last one, when she had a baby, Mel had an abortion. But that's when they were
So
getting
that
the glory.
means in 2 separate pregnancies, he had both of them pregnant at the same time.
Yeah. But when Mel got an abortion, she didn't know she was pregnant.
Mhm.
Like she didn't get an abortion just
Because,
the other
yeah.
girl was pregnant.
Mhm.
She got an abortion because she said deuces.
But
And I already got 4 kids. Why would I? 5? No. And I was like, so you're slow as fuck. And how you in her previous, she did a interview with Tasha K. It wasn't like a formal interview like this. It was like a more of a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
And on the phone call, she was saying how what I look like. She pretty much was saying what I look like having a baby by a married man. I don't want that for my life. Like she was explaining why she had an abortion. And it was like,
Them tables
Some
sure do
of
turn.
them
That shit sure does
tables.
get ate, don't it?
literally just for you to have one. And let me tell you something. If I ever slept with a married man, I would. First of all, I would never do that. That's weird.
Yeah. No, thanks.
If I slept with a married man, trust and believe this is not gonna be my man and the only person I'm with.
Dumbass.
And I would not boast about that.
'Cause
You're
that's
not
not your
playing the game
man.
right, Miss Super House.
Because clearly you are not the only bitch. Clearly, because he's married. So why is that? How is you only fucking him
his
being?
wife, when they were married, she was like, yes, this is the one that stuck around for all these years, but this wasn't the only woman she knew about.
All
And
right.
another thing, bitch, you want to talk? She called herself spilling tea on the other husbands, trying to say they were cheating on their wives, which I don't doubt. But ma'am, you said absolutely nothing. All she got up her bitch ass up there and said was like they were linebackers, talking about the women who the other husband were with were lying. She was like linebackers. They were linebackers, trying to say that they were big women, and I'm like,
You
okay.
came from outside the club. You can't even get in.
No, she was in the club. They was all in the same.
She's saying that
Okay.
all the women, all the husbands had
cheating.
women, and then she's saying she was trying to make a dig, saying that they were linebackers, trying to talk about how their size.
The other side, bitches.
Yeah, the other side bitches. She was trying to
And
make
I'm
a
like,
dig.
girl.
Yeah. And but ma'am,
Now we're comparing. All right.
We all side bitches. It doesn't matter how much I weigh or how much you weigh. We all side bitches. We stand together.
We both at the same Airbnb. We at the same party.
We all up in the same sections being side bitches.
So
it doesn't matter if I'm a size 16. We're still side bitches together. You forgot? You were just the only. You were the only dumb one that got pregnant and kept.
Exactly.
You're not a linebacker.
Right. You're the only one that told his wife put whatchamacallit on the phone. Because let's be clear, if she, honestly feel like if she didn't do that, he still could have been cheating in silence this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
He could have been. But she couldn't stay off his phone because every time Mel found out, it's because she on his phone, texting him,
I
calling
thought you
him.
were playing the game.
Not well.
That you
So parent.
super.
No.
I'm about to be in my work meeting to talk about. I'm just gonna piggyback off of that. Okay.
Please.
That's what I had to talk about.
They'll be like, what?
Talking about a long time.
Yeah, that's all. Sorry, Morgan.
Yes.
I think. Oh, damn. Sorry, Morgan.
Mhm.
Sorry, Morgan.
Okay, say one. What's your favorite?
Yeah, say
bad.
one. No. Come on. You gotta say
We'll
one.
give them time. Them people
We
didn't
do it.
click
It's an
out.
hour and a half. It's at 1:35.
Yeah,
1:35.
it don't matter. Just say one.
Just say one.
I only had one.
Oh,
I didn't know it was coming with multiples.
oh,
You didn't see her list?
right.
I mean, I thought we were all gonna choose one.
Oh.
Well, hurry up.
Anyways, I was just gonna say it was just gonna be something super light and quick, Mimi Faust from Love and Hip Hop just got re-engaged to Ty, the basketball player woman.
That's good.
What?
Yeah, so she just turned 50 and got re-engaged. And my question to the girls was just gonna be, how do you feel about like
Re-engagements?
yeah, like do you feel as though that would work for you? I guess maybe
Absolutely
just
not.
depending on what the first
Yeah,
breakup
I
was
feel
about.
like if
No.
if I was at fault for the first breakup, then we might. If it was
No.
your fault, then
No. Because why is there any faults? We're engaged now. What are we faulting at?
That's what I'm saying. If I did something,
I know that's what I'm saying. Even for me, what the fuck am I doing?
I'm giving myself the benefit of the doubt, and I made a mistake.
Oh my god.
You're trash. No,
We
absolutely
knew
not.
that.
There's no second no because you knew.
Yeah.
You thought about you. People just don't wake up and be like, "I'm gonna propose." You think this through. You guys have conversations. So why are you fucking up to the point where we have to break off our engagement? We break up and then you come and you re-engage. Bitch,
We don't
kiss
know
my
whose
ass.
fault the breakup was.
I don't know. You're correct. I don't care whose fault it is. We're not doing no break off an engagement and we're coming back. We're not running that shit back. Fuck
So
no.
if you just made
The thing is, I'm not gonna do anything because we are. What is there to do? You were engaged.
I'm not even saying cheating or anything, but like, what if I just got in a big fight one day? I don't know.
So then that means that's not the person you need to marry, because if you guys get into a big fight and now your engagement is broken off because of a big fight, y'all never had a big fight before. Y'all never had this conversation before. Y'all was supposed to get married.
You didn't let me finish what I was gonna say. I was gonna say y'all.
We love to cut you off before you land the plane.
I was escalating the fight. I was saying y'all got in a big fight one day, and you know the Portia Williams spirit came over you and you slapped the fuck out of him. That's a reason to break an engagement.
I agree, and you shouldn't get married either. There should be no re-engagement. My answer is still the same.
But you don't think
I feel like no one would ever do that out of character. No one would ever do that, and they haven't shown signs of doing that before. I'm sorry. I just don't see someone randomly slapping the shit out of you, and they've never showed signs that they would ever hit you. Never. They just. So that means y'all wasn't in a relationship like y'all thought y'all was, because you ain't never seen that side of them. You should see the best and the worst of every person. And you ain't never seen someone ever show the inkling that they would bat the piss out of somebody. Maybe not you, but somebody when they're angry. You don't even get married to them.
You know they will hit people. I'm not saying it's just like random. They just have never hit you.
And that's probably your dumbass fault, because if someone gets angry and the first thing they want to do is hit somebody, why is that something you're overlooking?
Oh my God.
I mean, I personally wouldn't overlook that.
I wouldn't either, but
ain't no re-engagement for me, bitch.
I also know I have slapped the fuck out of somebody before.
I've only slapped somebody that has done something to me. I ain't never just gotten into an argument and slapped the fuck out of a nigga. No.
Exactly.
I said I've never. I said I've slapped.
About whatever you think that someone has done to you. What if it wasn't like that and you
what do you mean? This was like they've done something like they were in my face, fingers in my face. It wasn't like they were just talking shit. It was they actually did something. And then I'm like, okay, stop. I gave them a chance. Better stop fucking with me. And then you kept doing it. Sorry. Whoops. Now you're slapped. Next. Like, you want to get slapped again?
Whoop.
I give people second chances. You do too.
Okay.
I would
It's
give
time
somebody a
for
second
word
chance
of
on a
the week.
relationship. On an engagement, absolutely not. On a marriage, absolutely not.
The marriage is when you need to have a second chance. If
Fuck
you
no. I
already
don't give
married.
second chances in a marriage. Hell no. If you cheat, it's over with. We're getting divorced. I have no problem getting divorced.
What if y'all?
Mm-mm.
Damn.
There's no excuses. I feel like when you get married to someone, that is a very serious thing. You don't fuck around with that. So
Exactly.
if you
That's why
ever
I
give
feel
me
like
a reason to and you fucking around, oh, it's over with because you didn't take this seriously, so I'm out. It ain't no, we got kids. We've been together for 10 years. Okay, you should have been thinking about we got kids. We've been together for 10 years when you was doing the shit that you was doing.
I'm saying.
Deuces.
All right.
Loser.
Well, all right. It's time for word of the week.
Why are we doing this? I thought we was ending it.
I'm just giving the word of the week and we're signing off,
Yeah, because
babes.
I don't have nothing
We still got
complicated.
it. We still got to give the people wisdom.
Not wisdom.
If you wanna be smart and you wanna know how to speak, you come to Not That Complicated for the word of the week. Boom. All right, kids. To close out today's episode, the word of the week is sully, spelled Sully, and it means to soil or
Monkey
tarnish. The money-related charges brought against the restaurant's owner have sullied her reputation.
Might just
Use
get hit
that
with
in
the
a
Rico. That's what it's giving.
huh? Huh?
Giving Rico charges.
All right. Use that this week in your vocabulary.
Facts.
Yeah, make sure you're following the podcast on
Yes.
Instagram.
Make sure you guys
Subscribe to our
are,
YouTube.
if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, make sure you guys give us a rating and you subscribe. And if you're listening on any other platform, you are subscribing, you're downloading those episodes. Make sure you are following us on Instagram at Not That Complicated Pod. And in that link in that bio, you can subscribe to us on YouTube and Not That Complicated Podcast so you can get the visuals. And if you're
Yeah.
feeling fancy, you can go ahead and follow the host. You can follow me at Sotasia, SEAUXTEJAH.
And me at 2_ Jametra, JAMETRA.
And you can follow me at Moashco on all social media platforms. That's MOASHCO. You already know. Drop it to the flow. About to give you Mo. All right.
Her.
We'll see y'all next week.
Deuces.
Bye, guys.
Peace out.